And that's what I tell people, like, if you're trying to grow, man, get that clean biz automation program that you're trying to grow, because that's a game changer. Like, I didn't believe it until I bought it. I ain't gonna sit here and lie until I purchased it and opened it. I was like, oh, this is game changer. This is it. It tells you exactly from step one all the way down to what you need to do. And I always say, like, what I watch, your videos all the time. I watch them repetitive all the time. You know what I mean? So I've been doing this a long time.
Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, own property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. Don't flash it for. I'm on my grind, not no more fashion show.
What's up, y'all? I'm AJ Simmons here, founder of the Clean Biz Network, also known as the Clean and Business GOAT. And today's guest invested in the Clean and Business Automation Program, and it seemed like he just took off running ever since, man. I've seen him in the Clean Biz Network group posting about how he's been winning jobs left and right, and I've been trying to get him on for months, and I'm excited I finally got him. So without further ado, please welcome the owner of Jorden Enterprises, Mr. Aaron Jordan. What's up, Aaron?
Hey, same old thing. How's everything, man?
Hey, it's all good, bro. I cannot complain. So let's go ahead and start it off. You already know how we do on this podcast, man. If you don't mind sharing about where you are as far as revenue goes with your company.
I can tell you, like, where I'm from, we don't really talk about no numbers like that, but I could tell you, on last month we did probably, and just in payroll, I paid out in payroll probably well over 10, under 20,000 in payroll. That's just payroll. You know what I mean? So I don't get into numbers because we don't talk about numbers over here. We ain't flashing no money on the internet. We ain't showing no money on the internet. We just not, never know who watching the internet. You know what I mean? So we don't talk about the numbers, man. But in payroll, we definitely did the payroll. You know what I mean? So
real OG right there. Real OG.
Them three letters be watching, who watching. So now we don't mess around like that.
I already know, bro. So, all right, well, before we unpack how you grew to that point where you can afford that type of payroll, let's just rewind a little bit and talk about, okay, who you are, where you're from, a little bit of background about you.
I'm originally from Connecticut, a small town called New Britain in Connecticut. I was born and raised. I'm from the, just like probably 90% of the kids where I'm from the project. Mom did her best, dad gone locked up somewhere. So, that's the story, it is, that's it.
Okay. Now, let's talk about this. So how did you get started in the cleaning business? What made you choose a cleaning company to start?
Man, quick story. I could tell you, I've been incarcerated a couple of times, So I remember one time I just came home from a short bid real quick, and I'm working in the restaurant. And I never forget it like yesterday. I was working in the restaurant, and I'm just busting tables, but I'm trying to just keep the parole off my back. You know what I mean? So I'm working, but I'm still doing whatever I'm doing in the street, but I'm working for that piece of paper to keep the parole off my back. And I remember this kid walks in. I used to go to high school where he's a lower classman, very popular kid. And he's with a group of people, with girls, guys. And so I remember him looking at me, busting the tables, and he's laughing, and he's saying, hey, look at this kid. He graduated from New Britain High. And I'm looking, he's busting tables now. Whole table laughing. So now I'm mad. Now. So now I go outside. I get in my car. I got my gun right there. I'm not supposed to have it, but I got the gun right there.
Yeah.
He comes out of here, I'm about to make him strip naked. He's gonna see what's funny, you know what I mean? So, I'm thinking about it, like, I'm just like, you got that mindset back then, you don't care, like, you know what I mean? It's all about pride back then, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting there thinking about it, and I said, what am I doing? It ain't his fault that I'm working at busting these tables, you know what I mean? It's not his fault at all, you know what I mean? It's my fault, the decisions I make. So I walked back into the place, I quit right then and there, I quit the job, and I went home. What I was gonna do? You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep trapping. That's it. Like, no, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna bust no tables. But that ain't it. So after a while, I'm reading the paper, and I see some ad in the paper, be a business owner. It was an ad for Jam Pro. So right then and there, I just jumped right into Jam Pro. You know what I mean? But my mindset back then, when I'm young, I'm just gonna clean this money up. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Keep parole off my back. I don't want parole on my back. They're gonna know I own this business, and somehow, some way, the hustler's dream, I'm gonna clean this money up.
That's what's up, though. That's what's up.
That's how I'm just keeping it real, I'm gonna clean this money up. Good, you know what I mean? So, that didn't last long because I'm still trapping, and Jam Pro is going good. I'm still trapping. I'm not really paying attention to the money because I'm trapping, and I got the business going. So I ain't really adding the numbers up, you know what I mean? So Then I catch a case. Now I'm going back to jail. You know what I mean? So, and good thing I have a good support group. My family at the time, you know, I got a cousin that always got my back no matter what happens. He's always got my back, and he ran it while I was away. You know what I mean? Ran it, and then you know. So I came home after that bit. I still had the business. I come back, I'm rocking, and I go back to jail in 21 days. Like, no, because I'm still doing stupid stuff. So after 21 days, I'm right back in. So it's like, and then I'm sitting down again. So I'm sitting there, and this time I'm just like, you go to jail, man. You don't know. You go in there, man. You just see people that can't read, can't write, and you looking like, why the hell am I here? Like, you know what I mean? They can't add up the numbers. They can't do nothing. They can't even talk properly. And you sitting there like, why am I here? Like, you know what I mean? So finally snapped out of that. You know, I just focused strictly on the Jam Pro thing. But then now, Jam Pro becomes a problem because now I ain't hustling, but now I can see the numbers. The numbers ain't the math adding up. It ain't adding up. The hours and the money they paying, it ain't adding up. How they bid in the contracts ain't paying. And I remember how it all popped off. I was in one of the contracts that Jam Pro had, and the guy's telling me like, "Hey, you gotta do more," and I'm saying, "Nah, man, I ain't doing no more. They're paying me this as far as I'm going with it." He's like, "They're paying you what?" He said, "I'm paying Jam Pro this." And so with Jam Pro, from where we at, what Jam Pro was doing, they was taking money right off the top before they even take the percentage. They was taking money off the top, and then they would sting you for the 20%, whatever the 22% after. So I looked, I said, "You paying them what?" And it was like $800 more than what they told me they was really getting. So that just set a fire under my ass, and that was it, man. I was like, I'm out of here. And it's so funny, I quit right then and there. Like, hey, I'm not quit. And it's so crazy, like, and then after, you know, word of mouth, people found out I quit, and then I started getting the same contracts again, you know. I still got the same contract from 19 years ago. My first contract, still got it. Been in there. It's a small church. It's crazy to think I never raised the price on them. It's a small church, and I just been there ever since day one, man. But it's been a long journey. Like people, you know, always talk about the lights and camera and acts. Nah, man, you go to hell and back when you're on this business, man. Like it's sleepless nights, body hurt, gain weight. It's just, it ain't all what people say it is, man. I'll tell you that.
Right. Fact. Especially if you out there like doing that work yourself too.
Yeah, what they say it is, man. You lose friends, you lose family, you lose time. Like, it ain't what it is, what they say. If you ain't got that support system and somebody right by your side rocking with you, man, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. Yeah. There was times I didn't even know like what grade my kids were in, but the money was coming in, but I didn't know what grade it was in. I couldn't tell you the teachers' names. I couldn't tell you nothing.
That's crazy, bro. So let me ask you this then. So with Jam Pro, it sounded like you said you left. So how long ago was it when you got away from the franchise?
Oh, this about 10 years ago, man.
Okay.
10 years ago, yeah, at least 10 years ago.
Now, how did you how did you get comfortable with, you know, creating your own stuff for your own and getting out there selling on your own and that type of stuff?
I never really tell you the truth. I just recently became comfortable selling, tell you the truth. I didn't know what I was doing. Like I tell you, I jumped out there and I didn't know what I was doing. A lot of the contracts after, you know, their little 2-year thing, a lot of the contracts that I already had, a couple of them came right over, you know what I mean? So it was just like, but to grow, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just doing anything, passing out business cards, just dumb stuff. I ain't gonna say it's dumb, but the dumb stuff, passing out business card. I didn't have a website. It was just surviving. It never really took off, you know what I mean? Until I really focus on what I really do now, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I want to talk about, because you've been very transparent about like your past with, you know, your criminal history. So like, what do you think was it that helped you like see like, you know what, this ain't the way, I'm gonna go this way and be legit in business? Like what helped you mentally to do that?
I got 4 kids, man, and 3 sons and a daughter. So, you know, I was just trying to break a cycle. You know what I mean? My grandfather been to jail. My dad been to jail. I've been to jail. And then I always say that shit ends right there with me. And no kid after me is going to jail, you know? My kids won't even see the jail stuff. If they go to jail, they choose to go to jail. It's not because they had to go out there and do something or needed something. That's because they went out there and just chose to go to jail, you know what I mean? So like, I just want to break the cycle, you know what I mean? Like I always say, like, my daughter would never need a man. Like, I always say that because I teach her like love and buy her whatever she wants. So if a man ever tries to impress her, you know, that's it. My dad Ben did that, you know? And with my sons, I say, I ain't raising no bastards. That's it. Like I'm always in their life and I'm always on them and stuff like that. And I don't never want them to think that it's okay to go to jail. Like how I grew up, it was okay to go to jail. Like, man, you go to jail. That's part of the game. You go to jail. Like, man, you come home, when you go to jail, you come home, they treat you like you're a superstar, you know what I mean? So it's like, it was part of it. It's all part of the game, you know what I mean?
Yep. Now that's facts though. Now I'm gonna pivot. Oh, good.
It was so crazy to even think about it. I remember when I used to catch these cases, we was partying before I went to jail. I'm going to jail like in 2 days. Oh, just have a party, you know what I mean? That's the crazy mindset. Like, we having a party because I'm going to jail. Like, we're celebrating because I'm going to jail. It makes no sense. I think about it now. It makes no sense at all. You know, me and my boys will go rent the club out. We're in VIP drinking, and just because I'm going to jail. Now, you think about that now, it makes no sense whatsoever.
At all, bro. And you know what's crazy? You made me think of something. My homeboy Wade, I grew up with, longtime friend. Shout out to him if he ever see it. But I never forget, man. When I first moved to Florida, and he got locked up, and everybody knew in 2 days he was about to get locked up, and they threw the biggest block party I've seen, bro. And the crazy thing is, when he got in there, how many people you think really were picking up the phone for him? Actually, were sending money to the books. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, our mindset be sick sometimes.
It'd be your mom, your grandma, and it'd be like maybe a close cousin or something like that. But everybody gone. The girls forget about you. All the girls you done had, all the guys you done helped out, all the people you done put on. They don't remember you to the day you come home. That's when they remember you. You know what I mean? So that's when they, oh, you home now? Let me go say hi to him, man. But other than that, like, they forget about you. Maybe like I always say, like 6 months in, they don't forgot about you. It's grandma, mom picking up the phone. That's it. That's it. That's it. And you know, you got your uncle, your family picking up the phone. Ain't no friends picking up the phone. That's it. They forget about you to the day you come home.
Nah, that's real right there. But all right, I'm gonna pivot a little bit now. So I'm gonna go to your cleaning company because you've been killing it. And I looked at your website, man. You got all type of services that you offer. I mean, there's probably like 20, 25 services on there. So I guess my question is, like, what made you decide to go that route?
Once again, the kids, man. I got kids, man. I got kids to feed. You know what I mean? I got kids in school. At the time they were in school, so I always tell people, like, you know, if it came down to, I shovel dog poop if I had to, just to feed the kids.
Right.
That's what it is, man. All them services, like, you know, every last one that we know how to do. You know, our main thing right now is we focus on stripping and waxing. We do a lot of, when I say a lot of stripping and waxing, a lot of stripping and waxing, like big jobs, and we do a lot of floors. I wasn't really into floors like that, but I got a cousin that always said, hey, man, the floors, man, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. And I'm like, nah, man, I ain't going there stripping. He's like, yo, that's where it's at. You know why? Can you go to, in a day, you make $6,500 in a day, and the job done, you get your check and go, that's it, you know what I mean? You ain't got to wait all month for the customer to pay you $6,500. You go in there, maybe work 12 hours for the crew, your job is done. Get your check and go, you know what I mean? So now we're focused on a lot of floors, but we still focus on accounts, but we focus on a lot of floors, man, a lot. So with that being said, like when we do our advertisement, our Google ads are set up to attract floors, you know what I mean? To attract floors. That's what we do, floors. We attract the floors. And my mindset is, if somebody needs their floor done, they must care about their cleaning too. So once I get in there and you need that floor done, I'm gonna say, hey, so who's cleaning your building? And why your cleaning company can't do the floors? You know, we do all this, man. We ain't gotta call nobody else, you know? So we get in there.
That's genius.
We hustle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that right there. That's genius right there. Okay, now I also saw your website that it looks like you offer services to damn near every city, if not all cities in Connecticut. So is that true? And then also, like, how are you able to provide services in such a large area like that?
Being hungry, man. We go all over Connecticut. We done been to Mass. I done did jobs in New Jersey, a couple states down from me. Like, we go all over, man. It's just, we gotta get it. That's how you do it, man. Like, I treat this business like, it's crazy to say, I treat this business like I'm still trapping. Like I'm still trapping. This phone ring, the phone ring, I'm picking up, I'm going. Ain't no like, oh, I'll see you in a couple of days. Nah. If I'm sitting around that phone ring, I just ask somebody, like, you know, I could be there right now. When you want the quote, I'll come right now and quote you out. Because I still treat it like I'm trapping. You got to get it before the next person get it. Because the next person can come up and take it right from under you, you know? So I treat it just like I'm trapping. It's the same principles. It's the same rules. It's just legal. Now, it's just legal.
Right. In fact, I saw your number on the website too. Biggest day. As soon as you get on there, it's right there. I said, well, they ain't playing. They want that money.
We need it, man. We need it.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, now I also saw you posted, I think it was like back in May, you posted that you won all of the Hobby Lobbies as well as the Firestones in Connecticut to do all these floors. So I guess how in the world did you pull that off? And congrats, by the way. And how did you get those contracts?
I used a company called 99 Calls, and they did the SEOs and the Google ads, and you know they just pushed it. Once again, doing the floors. You know, so I walked into one. The guy called me, hey, we need our floors done. Something, and I seen a Hobby Lobby. I'm like, shit, you know how big is Hobby Lobby? So, you know, we went in there, met the guy, And the guy, one of them, like the general manager, he's like, wow, we like you. We got same thing you said. We got this many locations. Can you do them all? I didn't even ask no. I didn't even say no. I didn't even know we gonna get it done. I just said, yeah, we get them all done. We get them all
That's
done.
right.
And as soon as I got out there, I get on the phone. I call my cousin, and we put it all together. You know what I mean? And the same thing with the Firestones. We go meet the guy, and the guy liked me, and it was just like take off from there. So once I always tell people, once I get in front of the customer, I got him. That's it. That's all. I just got to get in front of him. Once I get in front of him, my talk game is good. So once I get in front of him, I'm gonna get him. You know what I mean?
That's what's up, bro. Okay, now I also saw another post you made in the Clean Business Network group. You said, and this is a direct quote. You said, "Get the automation program. You won't be disappointed." I wanted to ask you, like, what made you post that right there?
Because some people just probably like me, just looking at it saying, "Oh, this is bullshit." You know what I mean? So now I just said, "Hey, let me just do it real quick. Like, I got a little bit of change to waste. Let me see what happens there." And you got to realize, I've been doing this 19 years. And when I opened that thing up and seeing all that stuff just lined up like that, I was like, "Oh man, this is it. This is it." That just opened my eyes to everything. This is it. And I've been doing it for a long time, so I should have been doing some of this stuff. But now we just broken down, simple, video by video by video by video. And I can tell people all the time, I'm not a tech guy. So I'll get Jotform and get all this stuff. I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know what Jotform was.
Right.
You know how to pick the phone up, go see somebody, and write it down. Write it down on a piece of paper. I don't know none of this tech stuff. So when I see all the stuff line up like that and how easy it was, and it was directly to the point. It wasn't no bullshitting around. It was just right to the point. And that's why I tell people, if you're trying to grow, man, get that Clean Biz Automation program. If you're trying to grow, because that's a game changer. I didn't believe it until I bought it. I ain't gonna sit here and lie until I purchased it and opened it. I was like, oh, this is game changer. This is it. It tells you exactly from step one all the way down to what you need to do. Facts.
And I love that, bro. And I appreciate you for being honest about that and telling that. And because you know how I am, straight to the point. Sometimes I undersell the stuff myself. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I just try not to waste y'all time because I don't like people wasting my time. So I appreciate that. Do you remember how you found your first customer? And then if so, is that the same way that you find customers today?
I found the first customer 19 years ago through the franchise, and they've been with me since. You know what I mean? Right. So, but that's not how I do it now. You know what I mean? We do a lot of advertising. We probably spend on Google ads every month, probably $1,500 on Google ads every month. You know, you're trying to get it. You're trying to get it. You got to spend the money. You got to spend the money on Google ads to make it. You can't spend no $200-$300. It ain't going to work. And you got to word, when you do the Google ads too, you got to word it the right way, because you're not trying to fight against Jan Pros and Jan and Kings and all that stuff like that. So you got to take a different route, like how I take with the floors. I said, okay, I'm going to go this way because I know they ain't worried about no floors, but them floors are going to get me in the door. You know what I mean? So on occasion, I get people calling about accounts, but even my largest account to this day was all based off a floor job. You know what I mean? So they called about a floor. And before we even started looking at the floor, I walked in and seen that the front window was dirty and it was bright in the morning. I said, hey, who cleaned your building? Why? And I would say, oh yeah, you got to clean it. Why is your window still dirty? And he looks like, yeah, man, they never hit this window. They never hit this front glass. I don't know what's the matter with them. And that conversation just kept rolling, kept going. Yeah. Now he don't even show me the floor. Now he say, hey, walk around, show me what you see. I'm pointing out every little thing I see. Every little thing I see. And what people don't know, what sells all the time, you look up at them vents, man. You look up at them vents.
Yep.
Look at the vent. Look up at the vent. And the top of the, what is that called? The partition in the bathroom. Run your hand across the top of that partition. That's it. That will sell a count just like that.
Now that partition, that's my go-to. Like when I'm doing a walkthrough with somebody, every single time, I run my finger right across, and that stuff will fall off thicker than the hair on my head. All that dust on there for sure. All right, now, do you think there's anything? Well, you kind of just said it. I was about to ask you. Do you think there's anything you're doing in particular that's helping you to close jobs during walkthroughs? But that might be it.
Now I tell you, like when I'm doing walkthroughs, as soon as I walk in the door, you know, I'm sitting there or standing there, I'm waiting, and I'm kind of tired. I see out the corner of my eye when the customer is coming. So as soon as before he gets close to me, I'm looking up. Make sure I'm looking up and around. So he knows that I'm looking up at these cobwebs and I'm seeing what's going on. And then he looking at me like, what's he looking at? He come out, oh yeah, man, they didn't get them cobwebs or something like that, or they didn't get that vent. I'm already setting them up before I walk in. And as soon as I walk in, I just keep running my mouth. That's it, man. Like I tell him, I'm not here to down nobody or anything like that. If you ask my opinion, I'm gonna tell you, but I ain't here to shit on no other company. You know what I mean? That's not how we do business. But if you ask me my opinion, I'm gonna tell him. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get the sell. I know So if I walk in, I'm gonna get the cell. I'm gonna get that cell.
Right.
And if I don't get the cell, for instance, there was a customer. I think last week we was in a daycare and we priced it, and it was about it. And the guy gets back to me and say, "Hey, I really like you, but you're $2,000 more a month than anybody else." And I told him, "Hey, that's our price. You know, what I mean, I'm not, ain't nothing. We ain't coming down. We ain't mean no $2,000 less. That's the price. You know what I mean?" So, and he's like, "Yeah, you know, but the other company said." I said, "You know, the other company," and I'm punching numbers right in front of them. I'm like, "There's no way they're going to be able to survive doing it at this number, and there's no way. There's no way." So I look at him and say, "Just go with the other company, you know, and I'll see you in 90 days, man. I see you. You're going to call me in 90 days because it ain't going to work out. Because they're going to get somebody in there for, you know, minimum wage out here, maybe $15. And that person's going to hate that job sooner or later. They're going to start skipping, so I already know how it goes. 90 days, and I know you're going to call me in 90 days. And it's crazy. It's been 2 weeks, and he texted me, 'Hey, how's it going?' You know, hey, and I tell him everything's going good, you know what I mean? So I know I'm going to see him in 90 days. By 90 days come, I'm going to see him again."
Nah, that's facts right there, bro. I love that patience on that too, because you know what it is. They gonna choose the cheap one.
Yeah, that's
the price ain't there. The numbers ain't there for the people to pay people good enough in order to do the job well. So that you know what it is, bro. You already know. Now,
we pay our guys. Our guys get $20, $25 an hour. We pay them top dollar because we want to do top work. You know what I mean? So if I pay you $20, $25 an hour and you mess something up, you're gone, bro. That's it. Because you're getting paid top dollar, so you can't go in and mess nothing up. You know what I mean?
Facts. Now that's a great strategy right there. Now I also know that you said you got a big overhead for your labor costs. So are you hiring subcontractors or W-2 employees?
Right now we're doing a lot of subcontractors. We do subcontractors. You know what I mean? I don't really mess with W-2. I ain't trying to mess with the IRS and all that stuff. You do your own taxes, stuff like that, man. I ain't trying to get caught up in none of that. You know what I mean? So we do subcontractors, and it's hard for me. You know what I mean? I'm still full in it, man. Like I'm still going hard, you know what I mean? Because it's hard just to stop. For me, it's hard to stop moving. Yeah. I haven't got that mindset where, hey, sit your ass down. You know, people look at me and say, "Man, you can't stop working yet." I'm like, I can stop working, but I get nervous when I stop working, you know what I mean? So, and when I'm going to check behind these subcontractors, I'm on their ass. Like I'm on their ass. I'm going to check every 3 days to build them because you ain't messing nothing up. I done grow the guy, you know what I mean? So I'm on them. Like the littlest thing I see, I go to that inspection thing, I send it right to him. "Hey, take care of this today, man." You know what I mean? So, but subcontractors, you know, it's hard. I tell people in this business, hard dealing with people because you can tell them 100 times what to do, and probably 99 times they're gonna do it the other way they want to do it themselves. You know, what I mean? As soon as you offer them, they're gonna do it the way they want to do it. You know what I mean? So,
now that's a fact, bro. You just reminded me of a huge mistake I used to make, right? Because you know everybody do the little shortcuts or little tricks in this industry. It is what it is. Don't be cleaning after hours. And so my stupid tail, bro, when I first started, I used to teach people the shortcuts. It was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is all you gotta do to make this time go like that. And after a while, I realized never do that because people gonna automatically shortcut anyway. So give them the most best way possible to every single thing in the book they supposed to do because they ass gonna try to shortcut it anyway. But that was something so stupid I did in the beginning to make me think.
They cut them corners, man. As soon as they figure out how to cut a corner, they're gonna cut it. Because you do it. You personally do it. You're like, I'm gonna cut. Like tonight, you can say, you look around, I ain't vacuuming today. It look good, like, you know what I mean? So, and they get by it. And I tell people all the time, you know, you get by with it once, you get by with it twice. Now you ain't doing it at all. And then until the customer notices, like, "Hey, man, when last time you cleaned those windowsills?" Now you done got the complaint now because you done try to cut these corners all the time. You know what I mean? So you don't teach them to cut corners at all. You know what I mean? Our favorite thing, you know, we talk to these guys. Why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? That's our favorite question to ask them. Why would you do that? You know what I mean? Just do it the way we tell you to do it. So if it messes up, we are accountable, not you. So if you do it the way we say and it messes up, I'll take the full blame. But if you try to do it your way and it messes up, I'm on your ass at the end of the day. That's it. I might have to cut ties because you tried it your way.
Now that's facts right there, bro. That's the gospel you speaking right now, bro, for real. All right, now where do you usually find your workers?
I tell the truth, like if I see somebody clean a building or some other building, I run right up to them, man. Like, hey, who you work for, or what are you doing, or we try to mingle with we try to mingle a lot with but like we know franchise owners. We try to mingle with them and try to get them out of that situation they're in. You know what I mean? Because we know it's bad. Like we just recently hired a guy from a Jam Pro franchise, and it was just like, and he gets over with us. He's like, and the type of money he's getting, he's like, he doesn't get it. He's like, I don't understand how I'm not getting this with Jam Pro. I'm saying because you're an employee, bro. That's why you ain't getting it. Like, and he's so fascinated about how we work and how we have all these accounts and how we're moving. He's ready to get out the franchise himself. You know what I mean? So he's looking for his way out.
Yeah, that's
Some
what's
people
up,
are
right?
scared. Some people are scared.
That's a big I was gonna say that's a big gem right there too, because you're right. I mean, the franchise owners will be perfect candidates because they got the mindset. Obviously, they want to be entrepreneurs and technical subcontractors. They are entrepreneurs, but at the very same time, they subcontractors and they subbing for. They probably get underpaid in those situations, if we're quite honest. So it's like, well, why not have them come sub for you, where they probably gonna get paid a lot better?
Yeah, and he makes a lot. Like, he looked at it. I remember I showed him the number. He looked at the number. He's like, wow. And I'm like, yeah, that's the number, man. He's like, you get contracts like this all the time and pay. I'm like, yeah, they don't go off that Jam Pro. Ain't no Jam Pro the way they price, man. The way they price, they don't care. As long as they get that contract, they don't care if they get $1 a month. As long as they get that contract, and they're gonna make you work for. They're gonna say, hey, okay, you keep 10 cents, I'll keep 90 cents, but just work it. You know what I mean? And we got you in the next one, you know. So.
Yeah, and I hate to have this to do this. I mean, because I still know people from Jam Pro, man, and it's cool, but it is what it is. I'll stop you when you're lying. So, all right. Now, how much time would you say you spend in, like, I guess, per week in the field right now?
Oh man, I'm doing sales and everything because I'm doing it all right now. So.
Well, I would just say just for the cleaning part.
Oh, just for the cleaning part, probably maybe 30 hours a week right now. But it's. Okay. I'm trying to get out of it. Like everybody's, oh, what are you doing? But it's just like I clean buildings and I go out to sales or come home, shower, go out to sales, you know what I mean? Or I'm on the phone cold calling, you know what I mean? I try to do it all.
Yeah, you still got that hustler in you. Like you can't.
You don't get it. I'm like, yo, I can't stop moving. Like, yo, you're making enough. Like 2 people see my numbers and they be like, yo, you're making enough to stop moving. I'm like, nah, man, I can't see myself just sitting here like, you know.
Yeah.
But once you stop moving, there's other things to do, like go inspect buildings, customer relationships, go out cold calling, go out cold selling, everything, you know what I mean? But I be so nervous, you know, trusting people is a big thing, you know. Trusting people with something that you build is kind of hard. And I haven't got that trust yet. And
that's really all it comes down to. Is like, cause you know what it is, you know how to do, you know what to do, but it's more so the trust in somebody to handle your baby, your account, the way that you know it's supposed to be handled. You know what I mean? So that's all it is. But yeah, you already know. All right, now the last one I'm going to ask you before we jump into this lightning round is, what would you say has been the hardest part about building your business so far?
Trusting the process and being patient. You know what I mean? It ain't no overnight thing. You know, you're gonna lose sleep. You're gonna lose accounts. You're gonna gain accounts. You're gonna gain good subcontractors. You're gonna gain good workers. Like it's a long process. It ain't that. I never seen nobody get it overnight. You know what I mean? I wish somebody would get it overnight. So I could copy that right now, but it's a long haul process, man. You gotta have them systems in place, and you gotta just grind it out, man. And don't think like some people think they're just gonna buy this mop and bucket and they're gonna make 100,000 next tomorrow. You know what I mean? It ain't happening. It ain't happening, man. I don't care what nobody says. It ain't happening. You gotta first of all, you gotta know as simple as mixing your chemicals. Some people like don't know how to mix chemicals, or even don't know how to mop or nothing. I see one guy I was trying to train. He was pushing the mop forward, and I'm like, "You clean before? How you pushing the mop forward? You don't do that." He's like, "I never did it like that." I'm like, "All right, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Some people, you know, it's a long process. You got to get up here and get on study all day long and watch videos and stuff like that. You know." And I always say like, I watch, you know, your videos all the time. I watch them repetitive all the time. You know what I mean? So I've been doing this a long time, and I still refer back to your videos or somebody's interview or something. And every time somebody's on the interview, I'm taking down notes, like, you know what I mean? All right, this person said this person said that. And there was one brother that came up here and he said that he builds his customers every week. And I'm like, that's impossible. You know, that's impossible. There ain't no way anybody gonna pay you every week to do some cleaning some building. And so I went out there and tried it, and the person's, all right, yeah, I can pay you every week. And I'm like, holy shit, the shit works. Like, no, I right. Do it wrong, right? And so you gotta always pay attention. I tell people always pay attention, man. You got to have a bunch of people around you that has a bunch of knowledge, you know what I mean? So you take a piece from over here, you take a piece from over there, and you're good to go, you know? And you just put it all in your little basket, and it works for you, you know? So I got people that like for instance, I got a guy that runs $1 million $1 million company. So I go to him, meet him every month, go to his office, sit down. He looks at my books, he says what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, and he teaches me a lot of gems every time I'm there, you know what I mean? And all the main gym is say, like, you know, you gotta teach these subcontractors like units. So we got a subcontractor that's doing good, treat him like a unit, and you want to figure out how are you gonna replicate that to the next person. So you got 10 units of all these subcontractors doing the same thing. You know what I mean? So he said you never want to build them up too big, but you want to get him right there where he's almost capped out, and then you go to the next one and try to repeat that again with the same system, the same thing, and keep the same system going. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of, and he always teaches me like another good gem he gave me was like, he said, stay away from hiring friends and family. You know, he said, don't hire no friends and family. He said, they need the money, just give it to them, bro, because you rather give it to them than coming in here messing something up that you build. So he said, automatically try to give up, 1% of whatever you made for the month and pick the guy that needs it. Hey man, here you go. I ain't got no job for you, but here, I help you out this month. Here you go. Here's a little bit of money for your trouble. You know what I mean? So.
Okay. How did you find that mentor, by the way?
I've been to him. I'm new from the mosque, so I'm running from the mosque too. So I've been to him for a long time. But he runs his company like all by numbers, and he's from another country, but he started off as a McDonald's general manager, and he says they got the best business system you can ever think of. McDonald's business system is bar to none. You know what I mean? So he takes that same McDonald's business system and puts it in his business. So he could say McDonald's business system. They could tell you if one piece of cheese is missing by themselves. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I never knew that. He said they could tell you by everything, and the system just works. McDonald's system just works.
Yeah, that's what's up, Aaron. I appreciate that, bro.
Are you looking to start your own cleaning company? Or maybe you started your cleaning company, but you just need a support group, some mentorship, some guidance. Hell, a bidding calculator just to help you know if you're pricing the job correctly. Join us at cleanbiznetwork.app. That's www.cleanbiznetwork.app today and get on the right track with your cleaning company. We have everything you could possibly need to get you going in the right direction. And see why we've been the leading cleaning business consulting company for the past 5 years. And why they call me AJ Simmons, the cleaning business GOAT. So I can help you just like I've helped and my company has helped thousands of other people start and grow their cleaning company. Go to the number one source today, www.cleanbiznetwork.app. Thank you.
Now what we're going to do, we're going to switch it up a notch. And what we're going to do, we're going to jump into this lightning round. So I'm going to say a word or a phrase I got here, and you just tell me the first thing that comes to mind. You ready?
Yep, let's go.
All right, here we go. First one is Connecticut.
Home, that's it, home.
Okay. Entrepreneurship.
Headache. Headache.
Definitely can be for sure.
Headache.
All right. All right, here's another one. This is a new one. I got a couple new ones up here for you. All right. What would you say is your hidden talent?
I'm a quiet person, but when I get in front of people, I talk a lot. I'm a hustler, but I hustle with my mouth. I talk a lot. I can talk real good.
I'm the same way. Like I'm quiet, but if you get me nice and comfortable, I get the roll. That's what's up. Okay. The most ridiculous impulse buy that you've made so far. Like what you done tricked up on that you shouldn't have bought.
Man, like sneakers, man. Sneakers. That's the most addictive. I get them and don't even wear them. That's the crazy thing. Like it's just an addictive thing.
Yeah.
I always look better. People don't understand. I always tell them people don't understand that you love the sneakers because you couldn't get them when you were a kid. So now you can get them. You get them. Yeah. You know what I mean? So because I wasn't getting those sneakers when I was no kid. Like mine.
Okay. Now my next one is which social media platform would you say you spend the most time on?
Probably Instagram. I'm posting the stories all the time. And I tell people all the time, people, post on their, on their timeline. Now I'd rather post on the story. I want to see who's watching it and who didn't like it and who liked it. You know what I mean? Because on that timeline, they just go right past. They don't like it. They don't ask nothing. You know what I mean? So I post in that story so they can see, and then they ask you questions in the story like, hey, how'd you do that? Or hey, you know what I mean? So I post in the story because most 9 times people in that timeline just go right past it. You know what I mean? So.
Facts. And I noticed the kids do that too. Like the young people, they only post stories. They don't never post on their timeline. I'm like, what is up with that?
I know I post the time. I want to see who's watching it, who didn't like it, who liked it, what are they saying about it? You know what I mean? Because the timeline just go right past you.
Gotcha. Okay. The next one I got for you is: would you prefer $850 cash or $1 million? Excuse me, $1 million cash or 850 credit score?
Oh man. Probably the 850 credit score because I'll go get the million somehow. I'm gonna get it. They take that 850 credit score, man. Like I'll get the million. That 850, that's hard to come by, you know. So.
Okay. What would you say is your go-to karaoke song?
I don't do no karaoke, man.
Right. Look, I got these questions, these new questions from Google, bro. I had to throw this one in there.
I never do no karaoke, man.
Let me say, if you had to pick a song, you had to say word for word, like ASAP or you die. Like, what song would you choose?
Probably anything by the old Young Jeezy. That's it, like, man. That's it.
Okay.
We live by that, like, so, man.
Okay, but let's see what else we got. Your favorite hobby when you got some free time?
Anything with the kids. Anything with the kids, man. I love watching my youngest son play football. My daughter play flag. You know what I mean? Anything with the kids. That's it.
Okay. Your favorite YouTube channel other than mine?
Keeping it 100. I don't watch another ones but yours. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it sugarcoat it. Like, no man, you can look at my search bar. I don't watch nothing but yours. To tell you the truth. Like, I don't even know who to watch. I don't even know who's out there. You know what I mean? I just watch what I know. That's it.
Hey, stick to that. You winning with it. Let's stick with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Right. What else we got? The best decision you've made in business so far?
Probably the automation program, you know, so that's one of the best decisions. And spending that money on the advertising. You can't, you don't put the money in that, who's going to find you? Anybody going to know who you is? Like, no, because there's so many big giants out there. You have to put some kind of money in the advertisement. It ain't going to work. I mean, it'll work with business cards and postcards, but if you ain't putting that money in that Google advertisement, and SEO and all that stuff, it ain't going nowhere, man.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, the last question I always ask everybody at the end of this lightning round is your top 5 rappers all time.
Top 5 rappers of all time, I would have to say, you know, Young Jeezy, Jay-Z, of course Biggie, Core Mega, and I would have to say Jadakiss.
Wow. Okay. Through kissing at the end. Now, you surprised me with Core Mega. We don't get that one too often. That's what's up.
You gotta listen to that. Yeah.
So, what would you say is your long-term vision for your business?
My long-term business is to grow this to where I become the person that I want to say can help everybody. You know what I mean? Everybody comes to me for everything. You know what I mean? I just want to it ain't no cap number. I just want to be the guy where I say, if I can help you, I'm gonna help you. You know what I mean? If I know you need it, I'm gonna help you.
Bro, I became that person in my family. I ain't gonna lie. This shit gets stressful as hell sometimes, but it is a blessing though to be able to be that person. You know what I mean? And as long as you stay on your grind and handle your business, it ain't nothing that you can't handle. Exactly. So I saw that you got a YouTube channel up, but you don't really like use it like as a YouTube, but it's more so like a housing spot for your videos, like to embed on your website and stuff like that, show off your work that you've done. But them things getting like thousands of views, bro. So have you ever thought about like really getting serious about those YouTube videos?
Nah, man, you see how long it took me to get on this interview, right? I don't do this, man. I don't get on the internet, man. Like, you never see that, man. That's the company doing that. I don't do that. I can't rely and say, I'm the one up there doing that, man. I don't even know how to do that, bro. Like, I'm not that guy.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
We'll let them know once check them stats in the background, because y'all might be able to start monetizing it out the wild, even though you ain't even trying to use it for that, but it could be another check.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them now that you told me. I'm gonna tell them.
All right, now I got another one for you. If you had to start all over from zero right now and you wanted to grind back up to the point that you at, what would you do?
If I had to grind back up to the top where I'm at now, you know, I'd probably just, you know, get on this YouTube and, you know, follow the program. You know, I go grab a bag from somebody I know and then invest heavy. That's it.
That's what's up, bro. And then my final question that I always ask at the end of all these videos is, if somebody's watching this video right now and they're scared to get started with a company, but they want to, they're just a little nervous about it, what would you say to that person right now?
I say all the time to even, you know, I put it specifically to people that are, you know, trapping. You know, you could just get this started for the cost of the belt you buy, you know what I mean? So you could change your whole life just by owning a cleaning company, you know what I mean? It's the same. People are you're a businessman. You out there trapping, you are a businessman. You're just in the wrong lane. If you put those same skills when you're in that trap into this business, you're going to grow to an unlimited amount of money, and you ain't got to worry about the man come picking you up, you know what I mean? So if you're scared or you need a way out of it, you need the way out of the, you know, the trap, the cleaning game is very easy to get into, man. And it's a low cost, very low cost for, like I said, for the price of a MCM belt, probably you get into the cleaning business, you know what I mean? So
yeah. No, that I love that right there, bro. And I just got to tell you, from one former street hustler to another, sound like you was bigger than me though out there in the street, but from one former street hustler to another, bro, just salute. I love the growth, know what I mean, and just keep killing it for real, bro. I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Absolutely. How can we follow your journey, by the way? How can we follow you on IG and all that?
I think the IG name is Jordan with an E, Jorden Enterprises, and then on Facebook it's just regular Aaron Jordan. Aaron with two A's, last name Jordan, Jorden.
All right, man. I appreciate you, bro. Mr. Aaron Jordan, y'all. Thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, thank you, brother.
Listen, every single year I host the biggest celebration of the cleaning industry, and that's the Clean Biz Network Conference, y'all. And get ready, get your tickets ASAP before time runs out. Go to www.cbnconference.com and meet me there. We're going to be in Las Vegas, y'all. Las Vegas at the JW Marriott Hotel. Get your tickets. You do not want to miss this event. Every single year it gets bigger and better. The dates are February 28th through March 1st, 2024. And this year, and we got a special guest hosting, y'all. This next conference that will be hosted by none other than Tenacity Academy, y'all. Tenacity Clean, y'all seen them on their YouTube channel. Mrs. Johnson, Miss Tamika, they gonna kill it. They gonna bring that energy. And not only them, we also got some amazing speakers lined up for y'all. I'm talking about Mr. Eric Coffey from GovCon Giants. If you are interested in government contracts, everybody knows Eric Coffey is the man. He is the GOAT of the government contract, y'all. So you definitely want to be there to hear from him. We got Raylan Dunlap from the Hustle Network. Check out our YouTube channel. Massive, all about just hustling and getting to this money, y'all. Shout out to the Cleaning Balls family. Meet DJ The Balls at the Clean Biz Network Conference. We also got Mila, the host keeper, the queen of Airbnb cleaning, y'all. Miss Carolyn Arilano. Y'all already know that she killing it as well in the cleaning space. The legendary Debbie Sardone, who has been the #1 residential cleaning consultant for I don't know how long now. She's probably the best to ever do it in the residential cleaning space. Mr. Mario Kelly, who specializes in stadiums, y'all. If you ever wanted to know how to get those big contracts cleaning the sports stadiums and all of that, you do not want to miss this. Mario Kelly will be there. And we also have the king of client attraction, Mr. Marquil Russell, will be in the building. You do not want to miss the event. And we have so many other great speakers as well, too many to name. Not to mention we're going to have breakout sessions. We're going to have special dinners served. It's going to be a black tie affair. We're going to give out awards. I'm telling you, it's going to be so big. Live DJs, you do not want to miss this event. Go to www.cbnconference.com. Get your tickets. Meet me there. Meet my wife. Meet my kids. We all going to be there. Let's get it, y'all.